Good morning, my dear students. Now, this is your English period. You have to take out your English textbook. This is your textbook. Okay. So today we will be doing our first chapter. Okay, from the English textbook, you are going to do your first chapter, and you have to turn for that is page number 9. Here you have the best Christmas present in the world. Okay. This best Christmas present in the world has been written by the narrator Michael Morpurgo itself. Okay, this is the story that he has been experienced in his life, and then he is sharing it with you all. And then again, this story is about the two countries. That is the war between the two countries. Okay, there were the first one was the English, and then the next was the German people, German soldiers. So there was a war between the British and the German in 1940, and before the war, what had been happened, it has been given in the story. So before starting the story, let me tell you the most important thing, that is the characters in the story. Okay, so the character means the person that presents in the story. Let us see. The first person is Michael Morpurgo. He himself is a narrator of this story, the writer of this story. And then Jim McPherson, English soldier. He was the general of the English soldier. It is the story about Jim McPherson, and Michael Morpurgo was the writer of their stories. Okay, telling you about their stories. And Connie, Mrs. McPherson, she was the wife of Jim McPherson here. And then Hans Wolf, he was the enemy. Okay, he was the enemy. This was the English soldier and German soldier officer. Okay, but for a day they became a friends. Okay, hands-on. So these are the four characters that you will find in the story, and lots of soldiers are there. The British soldiers you will find here. The German soldiers you will find here. Okay, so let's begin the story. Okay, then let's begin the story here. In the first page number 9, this is 1. Here it has been written, the writer, the narrator, that is Michael Morpurgo, has been going to the junk shop in Bradford. Okay, in Bradford he has been went to a junk shop where he could buy a table for himself, and then at that time, it was the time of the Christmas Eve. Okay, when he went to the Bradford, so he found that it was the Christmas Eve, that is the December month. Then he went there and then he asked for a table. He don't want a new one because he doesn't have a sufficient money to buy a new one. So he thought of buying an old one. So when he asked to the shopkeeper, the shopkeeper has been showing to him a table that has been an old. It was from early 19th century and it was made from an oak. Okay, so he chose that table and then he took it back to his home. When he took it back to his home, he thought of not keeping it inside directly in the room. He thought of mending it first, because the table, one of the leg of the table was not proper, was not in a good condition. He thought of mending it first. Okay, he thought of mending it and he took it inside the garage. He took it inside the garage, and in the garage he started working over it. And when he worked over it, he found that there are lots of dryer in the table, and then the top of the table was already burned from the fire, and someone has poured water in it to calm down the fire. So when he opened the drawer, he found a tin box, and then inside the tin box there was a letter. He thought of not opening, not reading the letter. But again, there was something like when we also get something unexpectedly, we think that we used to feel that no, we should open it, we should read it, we should see what's inside it. He thought of opening it, and when he opened it, he found an envelope inside the tin box. Okay, and then the envelope, in the top of the envelope, it has been written, Mrs. Jim McPherson, 12 Copper Beaches, Bradford. These are the address. Okay, the address has been given in the top of the envelope, and then it was already it was also at December, 26 December 1914, and he have also found a letter in the December month itself. Okay, so again he found that the letter has been written by whom? Jim McPherson. It was the last letter of Jim McPherson to his wife, Mrs. Jim McPherson, that is Connie. Okay, so he thought of not reading the letter, and again he thought, no, let me see once what has been written in the letter. Then he, when he opened the letter, he found that there it has been mentioned. So, dearest Connie, it has been mentioned in the top of the letter, dearest Connie, and then it has said that I write to you in a much happier frame of mind because something wonderful has just happened that I must tell you about at once. So, here Mr. McPherson is telling to Connie something about what has been happened to them yesterday. In their border, okay, they were the British soldiers and then the German soldiers, okay, there was something happened between them that he wanted to share with his wife, no? And then again he was telling that it was a Christmas Eve, no? It was a Christmas Eve, my dear Connie, and then there was something that happened unexpectedly, no? And he was telling that I felt like that morning was the most beautiful morning for us, for the soldiers. No? We were there in another side of the border, and there were the Germans were another side of the border. No? And suddenly there was a calling from the another side of the border. Okay, suddenly the German soldiers were waving their hands to them. Okay, waving their hands to whom? To the British soldiers. And after waving it, they were like wishing together. They were wishing, the German soldiers were wishing to the British soldiers that Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to the British soldiers. Okay, and again they also started wishing it back. Okay, so he was telling that it was the most happiest day for me, because being a soldier, they always stay scared of when the war will happen between them. So it was like suddenly they were like a friend for a day, okay, for one day. They found that there was something going to happen between them. Suddenly they called them and then started waving their hands, and one of the German soldiers started waving a white flag. Then when he started waving a white flag, the British soldiers were getting ready to shoot them, okay. But then one of them shouted that, no, don't shoot. They are just waving to us, saying something like, I think they are wishing, they want to wish us. And then again, someone was just taking the bottle and waving from the German side. Okay. And then again, they were calling to each other, calling hello to each other. Okay. And then again, they started coming closer in the borderline and started coming closer, and they stepped forward to they were the enemies, enemies to, both of them were enemies, but they sat together and started eating sauces, having drinks and all, okay. And then, what are we waiting for? And then there was no stopping them. I was the officer, I could have stopped them there, and then I suppose, but the truth is that they were accused to me. So here, he thought that, what's happening, What's happening? We are like doing contact with what? With whom? With the enemies, With the enemies, I think something bad will happen. And I have to stop to my soldiers, because he was the general. He thought of stopping to the soldiers, then not to go that side, But everyone was going there and then shaking their hands and all, okay. So again, he thought that it's a good thing to do also, So let it be, okay. So Jim McPherson thought that what's happening between us? But it's okay. This is the Christmas Eve. We have to celebrate. I think it's the best time to celebrate together, as we are enemy. But leaving the enemy aside, we have to be a friend today. We have to be having a friendship with them today for a day. So he thought of, and he also walked forward in the borderline, and he also started shaking hands with them. Okay, and he thought that how. It's a very peaceful day, What kind of peaceful day it is today, Because every day they get like they stuck in a war, and they have to fight, and they are like in a borderline. They always fought with the German soldiers, okay, and the German soldiers have to have to fight with the British soldiers. No? So because of that, he found that today it's very peaceful day. No? It's very peaceful to be stay together and stay connected. No? So let's enjoy today. Okay? He's telling to his wife in the letter, dearest Connie, you cannot imagine how I was happy that day. No? How I was happy and how I was like happy to shake hand with that German soldier official. Okay, I was very happy to shake hand with him. He just came forward to me and he also put forward his hands to shake me and wish me Merry Christmas. No? And then again he told him about his name, that the name of the German officer was Hans Wolf. Okay. And then again he told that I am from Dulcettor, I play the cello in the orchestra, Happy Christmas. And he was telling about himself to Jim McPherson. No? And he again told to him back that I am Captain Jim McPherson of my team. Okay. He told that I am from Dorset and then I was a teacher before I entered this general. No? I entered this British soldier general. Okay. Before that I was a teacher. No? And then again this Hansel was like, I know that place. No? I know that place. I have also been there once. No? The German officer was telling to Jim McPherson about his favorite. That Thomas Hardy was the favorite writer of him. He loved to read about Thomas Hardy's writing. Okay. And then again he was telling that I have a wife and then a son. Okay. And the son was 6 months old. No? 6 months. No? So here again when they were talking and discussing about their family members and their favorite things, suddenly this Jim McPherson get to see that lots of people have been surrounded. The people were the soldiers. The soldiers in the grey color wearing a grey dress and then wearing a khaki dress, khaki color. No? The khaki one was the Britishers and the grey one was the German people. They were all sitting together. No? They were all sitting in a side together and then they were laughing, talking, drinking and eating, smoking. Okay, smoking, they were like, they are the friends. No? They were not like the enemies. Okay, in real they are the enemies. No? They have to protect their own countries. No? But that day, in that Christmas Eve, they were sitting down together and having, drinking, laughing, talking and eating. Okay, eating together. No? Then again he was telling to his wife Connie that this day was the most beautiful day that I have experienced in my life. No? And this Christmas Eve I will never forget in my life. Okay. So then suddenly he was again telling that suddenly someone brought a football ball. No? That is a ball. Sorry. Okay. Someone brought a ball which was to be played between both the teams. Okay. The German and the Britishers. No? They were going to play a football. Okay. There was a match between them and like in the match he was telling that I wish it was a cricket. If the cricket was there, then I could have my team could have been won. No? And then when they were playing the football, they found that you can see here. No? They are playing football, and when they were playing football, at that time the German soldiers won the game. Okay, football match. No? He congratulated to the general and to all the team of the German, no? The German people, the German soldiers. Okay. Then again he told that you have won the game. You all have won the game together. Okay. Then again the German Hans told that no, we did together. No? It was a game, yeah, but we did it together. No? It was very enjoyable time that we had together. Okay. After they have played the football, it was a time for them to go to their own places. At that time, this Hans Wolf, the general, told to this Jim McPherson that I wish the war ends soon. No? The war we are facing together, it ends soon so that I can go to my family and so that I can meet my family back soon. Okay. It was a sad thing, emotional one. Okay. Emotionally he was telling to his enemy itself, which has became a friend for a day, only for one day. No? It was the time for them to leave, no? For them to apart and have to go to their own border. No? So then when they went to their own border, at that time the German soldiers to the next door, they were like singing very loud voice the Christmas carol songs. Okay, and then it was heard by them also. And when this Jim McPherson's team heard the song sang by their next enemy friends, then they also started joining to them. Okay, they also started joining to them, and they sang loud, more louder together. No? And after that, after a few moments later, they stopped singing and all were just quiet and went back to their sleep. Now all were silent. Okay. And now in the next page, that is page number 14, the last writing. Okay. So here again he says that, dearest Connie, by Christmas time next year, by next year I think the war will end and we will be in a peace. Like we every soldier wants a peace, not only us, not only the British soldiers, the German soldiers also wanted peace. I hope that will end soon and we will be together soon. Okay, and then we shall be together again soon, I'm sure of it. And then at last it has been written, your loving Jim. Okay, your loving Jim, that is her husband. Sorry. Okay, now the fourth tree. This is the fourth tree. We will do it the next day. Okay.